You know, most people will tell you that the life of a detective is full of mystery and intrigue. I wouldn't know. I'm a writer. Hello? Who is this? Gotta go. From the moment she walked into my office, I knew my life was gonna get turned upside down. So I opted to stand up first. Have you ever tried sitting upside down? It doesn't work. She told me about a plot against her, that someone was out to kill her. I didn't have the heart to tell her that despite dressing like one, I'm not a detective. I had to hear her story. I had to know if there was anything I could do as a human being. She was pretty quick to try and convince me, you might say. She tried every trick in the book. Well, you know, the book that was written in the 1920s anyway, and in PG-13 mode. Still, it really wasn't working as well as she hoped. I had a cold. I went and checked out a club that she'd mentioned that might be useful. Who knows? Could lead to something. The bartender was a shady-looking fellow, called himself Mr. Whitey. I ordered a vodka on the rocks. He said, "I don't serve no Eskimos." And so he poured me a beer instead. It wasn't long before I was approached by another fine dame. She was known as the Torch. I'd heard of her before. A real hot tamale. I was a little suspicious, so I asked her a few questions about my mystery client. She didn't give up anything. Usually, in this sort of adventure, if you can call it that, you'd find a tubby guy sitting under a fan. All I found was this creepy disco reject. You could say he was ahead of our time. See the cat you're looking for? He's gonna kill everybody. It couldn't be true. It's true. Down on my luck, I figured I'd talk to someone else who's kinda used to being down on his luck. He didn't know much else either, though. Tough luck. Back at my office, I decided I needed more information, so I probed my client, but not in the way she wanted me to. She told me about a scene she'd witnessed earlier in the bar, involving most of the people I talked to and then some. My client only gave me her name as number one in the biz. Never gave me a real name, or what biz she was number one in. Quite frankly, with the company she keeps, I'm not sure I want to know. The way she told it, it was the Torch that won the day. I can't say I'm surprised. I had one last chance to look for answers. I only got one. When I returned, I found out that number one in the biz had her finger on the button all along. She'd been manipulating me, toying with me, the whole time. Why? I couldn't tell you. The irony is, it turned out that I was the one out to kill her. At least now I have something to write about. What was it that disco guy said? That cat you're looking for? He's gonna kill everybody.